back to MathewV's Teenage Explosive Touchdown Money with our next PlayStation segment. And we're here playing Jeopardy second edition. How will we do? Let's find out together. Please. Thank you. Alright, Tiger. You ready to play? Get my cat here to bring with me.
Hi folks, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Tournament of Champions. One player. From the Sony Pictures Studio, this is Jeopardy!
Hi, and welcome to Jeopardy's Tournament of Champions. You know, only the very best players are invited to participate in our tournament. So congratulations to each of you. Let's get started. Let's see if you like these first-round categories. European capital cities. Starts and ends with the letter L. Burt Reynolds. Biblical mortal matters. Name that decade. And completing the board, our final category is big books. Player one, what'll it be?
Biblical mortal matters 100.
In Genesis, he wasn't his brother's keeper, but he was his brother's killer.
Who is Cain?
Player one? Right you are.
Peter raised Dorcas from the dead. Jesus did it to this man.
Who is Lazarus?
Player one. Yes, indeed.
Matthew says this disciple committed suicide. Acts says he fell in a field and burst open.
Who is Judas Iscariot?
Player one. Exactly.
According to 1 Samuel 17, he was killed after being hit by a single stone from David.
Who is Goliath?
Player one? Yes, indeed.
Uzzah was killed because he touched the sacred ark of this.
What is the covenant?
Player one. Well done, yes.
Big Book's 100.
Webster's Third defines it as a reference book containing words usually alphabetically arranged.
What is a dictionary?
Player one. Right you are.
It took Edward Gibbon 15 years to chronicle the decline and fall of this ancient empire.
What is the Roman Empire?
Player one. That's it.
Building and penal are types of these collections of laws.
What
Player one.
are What are codes? Codes.
Yes, indeed.
This Englishman's 900-page novel, Nicholas Nickleby, became a 9-hour play and a miniseries.
Who is Charles Dickens?
Player 1. That's it.
The remembered taste of a cake provides a turning point in this Proust work about memory.
Remembrance of things past. All right. Burt Reynolds 100.
Burt attended college on a scholarship for this sport.
What is football?
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
In the April 1972 issue of this magazine, Burt filled out the foldout.
What is cosmopolitan?
Player 1. You're correct.
Burt appeared in 2 Cannonball Run films and in 3 installments of this car chase series.
What is Smokey and the
Player
Bandit?
1. Well done, yes.
Burt's musicals include At Long Last Love with Sybil Shepherd and this 1982 one with Dolly Parton.
What is the best little whorehouse in Texas?
Player 1. You're correct.
This 1972 film, set in the South, is considered Burt's dramatic breakthrough film.
What is Deliverance?
Player 1. Right you are.
European capital cities 100. Nope.
Type of wreath given for a crowning achievement.
What is a laurel?
Player 1. Well done, yes.
Now for real, I want starts and ends with L. No, European capital cities.
This Austrian city on the Danube was originally a Celtic settlement called Vindobona.
What is Vienna?
Player 1. Right you are.
Some Moscow set movie scenes have been filmed in this Finnish capital.
What is Helsinki?
Player 1. You're correct.
On September 1st, 1939, this Polish city became the first capital targeted in an air attack by Germany in World War II.
What is Warsaw?
Player 1. Right you are.
Fed by steaming hot springs, the name of this Icelandic capital means Bay of Smokes.
What is Reykjavik?
Player 1. That's right.
Napoleon met his Waterloo just 12 miles from this Belgian capital.
What is Brussels?
Player 1. You're correct.
I would like to name that decade for 100.
Hurricane Andrew hits Florida.
What are the 1990s?
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
I Love Lucy premieres.
What are the 1950s?
Player 1. Exactly.
Last time a man walked on the moon.
What are the 1960s?
Player 1. No, I'm sorry. Nobody? Player 3.
The 70s, okay.
You're correct. Player 3, what will it be?
I'd like starts and ends with L for 200.
A boutonniere site.
What is a lapel?
Player 1. That's it. Player 1, your turn.
Maliciously try to damage a person's reputation by publishing a false report.
What is libel?
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
When expressing yourself about trains, it's the opposite of express.
Player 2.
Local, oh yeah.
That's it. Player 2, you choose.
Starts and ends with L. For 500?
Instrument to show if a carpenter's flat out correct.
What's a level?
Player 1. Exactly. Player 1.
Ferdinand Marcos leaves the Philippines for the last time.
Player 1.
What are the 1940s?
No, that's not right. Sorry. Player 2.
The 1980s.
Definitely.
Here's the final answer on this board.
Answer? The Daily Double. Player 2, your wager, please.
Chinese nationalist government flees to Taiwan.
Player 2.
The 40s.
You're correct. That's the end of the Jeopardy round. Let's take a look at the scores. You're in first place all alone, Player 1. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. You're in last place, Player 3, but you get to start things off in Double Jeopardy. Now it's time for the Double Jeopardy round. Dollar values double, and we have 2 daily doubles for you on the board. Let's see if you like these categories in the Double Jeopardy round.
Fish. Early in their careers. You do the math. Odd plurals. Stupid answers. And just to finish things off, presidential anagrams.
Stupid answers!
If you would, Player 3.
You do the math for 200.
Number of nursery rhyme blackbirds baked in a pie divided by number of nursery rhyme blind mice.
What is 8?
Player 1. Exactly. Player 1, your turn.
Number of ounces in a standard avoirdupois pound divided by number of cups in a gallon.
What is 1?
Player 1. That's it.
Yay.
It's the square root of the square root of 81.
What is 3?
Player 1. Right you are.
Total number of U.S. senators times the number of amendments in the Bill of Rights.
What is 1,000?
Player 1. You got it. It's the number you get when you raise 10 to the 5th power.
What is 100,000?
Player 1.
Right you are.
Early in their careers, 200.
Rhea Perlman fell for him when she saw him play a demented stable boy in a play called The Shrinking Bride.
Who is Danny DeVito?
Player 1.
Yes, indeed.
Rent Psycho 2, and you'll see Dennis Franz as Toomey, who runs this infamous establishment as an adult motel.
What is the Bates Motel?
Player 1.
Yes.
While a student at Oxford, Hugh Grant tried out for this role in the film Greystoke.
Who is Tarzan?
Player 1.
That's right.
George Cukor directed Meg Ryan's 1981 film debut and this Catherine's 1932 debut, A Bill of Divorcement.
Who is Katharine Hepburn?
Player 1.
Right you are.
Answer, the Daily Double.
Player 1, please make your wager.
Oh, what the heck?
Alan Ladd appeared as a reporter in this 1941 Orson Welles masterpiece.
What is Citizen Kane?
Player 1. You're a gambler, Player 1, but you're right. Way to go.
Fish for 200.
Heaven, I'm in heaven when I see the queen type of this fish.
What's an angelfish?
Player 1.
That's it.
You would expect to hear this fish say, Polly wants a cracker.
What is a parrotfish?
Player 1.
You got it.
Beware, this fish with a leonine name has extremely poisonous spines.
What is a lionfish?
Player 1.
That's it.
Answer, a video Daily Double.
Player 1, please make your wager.
Let's consider this carefully. I'll do 21,400.
This scary-looking eel has razor-sharp teeth, but extremely poor eyesight.
What is a moray eel?
Player 1.
Right you are.
This orange fish is also known as a slimehead.
Player 2.
Orange roughy.
That's it. It's your turn, Player 2.
Stupid answers. For 200, please.
Baker's calls itself America's premier chocolate for this.
What is baking?
Player 1.
Yes. Player 1, what'll it be?
Matt Damon played this character in the film Good Will Hunting.
Who is Will Hunting?
Player 1.
That's it.
While ABC aired this awards event in 1998, Fox countered with a fight night hosted by Oscar de la Hoya.
What are the Oscars?
Player 1.
You got it.
It's the real name of the boulevard in Las Vegas known as the Strip.
What is Las Vegas Boulevard?
Player 1.
Well done, yes.
Explorer Juan Ponce de Leon was born in 1460 to a noble family from this Spanish province.
What is Spain?
Player 1. Oh, regrettably, no.
What?
Player 3.
Leon? Oh!
You got it.
Okay.
Player 3, it's your turn.
Odd plurals. For 200,
It's the plural of louse.
What are lice?
Player 1.
Exactly. Your choice, Player 1.
It's the plural of ox.
What are oxen?
Player 1.
Yes.
It's the plural of alumnus.
What is alumni? What are alumni?
Player 1.
Right you are.
It's the plural of squid.
What are squid?
Player 1. Yes.
It's the plural of erratum.
What are errata?
Player 1. Definitely.
Henry Jolt.
Who is John Tyler?
Player 1. You got it.
Sir Lowdown Woo.
Who's Woodrow Wilson?
Player 1. You're correct.
Acid logic novel.
Who is Calvin Coolidge?
Player 1.
Definitely.
A Carbon Hillman.
Player 1.
Who is Abraham Lincoln?
Well done, yes.
And the final answer of the round.
Swank Gene Cord.
Player 1.
Who is Andrew Jackson?
That's it.
There we go.
That's the end of the double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores.
Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. Don't count yourself out, Player 3.
All right, now it's time for Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager.
Here's the Final Jeopardy category.
Brothers.
Brothers.
I feel good about this one.
Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager.
I'm gonna go 48,000. Lock it in.
Player 3?
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Player 2.
An empire began when Tom and Louis Borders opened this type of store in Ann Arbor, Michigan in 1971.
What is a bookstore?
Player 1? All right, let's see if anyone came up with the right question.
Player 3, your question. That's right. And your wager was?
So I ended up with $100,000. I'll see y'all for another game.
Player 2, your question. Sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost you? Player 1, your question. That's right. And your wager was?
And that's all for the Tournament of Champions game. Let's see how everyone did.
I know I did well.
Congratulations to our winner, Player 1.
See y'all for the next game.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Hope you had a good time. So long, everybody.